It's about 5 p.m. on a Friday night. Just going for a little short walk. The temperature has dropped a little bit. The sun will be setting soon. So I'm heading towards the pool so I can actually see it. I've been going towards the evening at night and it's like not very bright enough to really take a video of it. So this time I'm going there while the sun is still up. And this is the time of day, sun is going down. Everybody comes out to enjoy nature. Being out of the house, stretch your legs. Although the people playing basketball, that's 24/7. If they're awake, they'll play basketball. Kids playing with branches. It's a nice little subdivision, though I feel like I'm being scammed in the water. Well, this entire subdivision charges you an extra almost 500 pesos for water. They call it spillage. And they're making all the residents pay it. That's on top of your water bill, so it's like, it feels very scammy to me. This is the pool. It's 5 p.m. so it's closed now. It's roped off. It's not a standard shape of a pool. I'm starting to act a little bit like the locals here, avoiding coming outside when the sun is up and strong, because it gets hot. You'll get sweaty. I don't care how much perfume you got, you're gonna end up stinking. The more you sweat, you lose water weight, but then you gotta hydrate. This is the other pool that's not clean, not opened at all yet. I think this one's for the kids, but definitely needs to be cleaned and redone. Always somebody playing basketball here. So the video I posted yesterday about the rental, that house for 25,000 pesos a month, that's about $400 a month, which is not bad. It's a 2-bedroom, nice sized land, fruit trees, some vegetables and stuff like that. You got plenty of room for gardening. The only thing it doesn't come with is a washer, which is, you can get a washer pretty damn cheap over here for like 5,000 pesos. For $100 or less, you can get a washing machine. You can get it ain't the same as what we use in the States, but it gets the job done. There's also a different type of washing machine that you can buy. Here in the Philippines, it's called a Filipina. That's the best kind. But yes, that rental house that's in this subdivision This is the neighborhood for it. And it is affordable, and you could probably find cheaper than that. The rentals, 25K, anything 25,000 and up is on the high side. So, you can find rentals, not in this subdivision, but here in this city, in this town, you can find rentals for as low as 60 bucks a month. You're not going to have any air conditioning. It's not going to be a sealed house. It's probably doesn't even have a flushable toilet. No bidet. No shower. You're going to have to do the bucket system. But you can find something for about 40, 50 bucks. You know? And there's nothing stopping you from installing a proper toilet, installing the air conditioner, installing the shower. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. And then you'll have a $50 rental. You can do this over here. It's like, it'll be small, but if that's all you need, depending on what your budget is, what your income is, if you're a single person, it is easy. If you have some kind of pension, disability, retirement, property income, some kind of income, recurring, retirement is the best, but you can make it out here. It's pretty cheap. Dating will obviously increase that price. It's another mouth to feed. But you have a source of income. And it doesn't even have to be high. There are people out here who, foreigners from the U.S., only $800 a month, and they get by. They're not living no high roller life. $1,000, yeah, you can do it, no problem. When I first got here, I was staying at a place called Red Doors. 12,000 pesos a month. That's 200 bucks for a large studio apartment. Hot water shower. Free Wi-Fi. Not that Wi-Fi is expensive. For about $30 for 300 megabytes. MPS or whatever you want to call it. It's not bad. You can get cheaper internet. I mean, you get what you pay for. So at Red Doors, it's free Wi-Fi. That's $30 you ain't gotta pay. Drinking water. Those like 5-gallon jugs. They're about 25 to 30 pesos. That's about 50 cents. And that'll last you a couple of days. Easier refill. They'll pick up and deliver. A lot of places do that. If you live someplace that doesn't pick up and deliver, You know, there's always a water filling station nearby somewhere. And, you know, for the same price, 25 to 30 pesos. When I was living on the other side of the island, the 3-bedroom house, there was this water filling station that I used to take my bottle to fill up. And there, they only charged 15 pesos. It was the only place that's ever charged me 15. It was cheap. So when I first got here, those blue water jugs, they like mineral water. They're fine for drinking. I was told by a couple of people when I first got into the country, don't drink it, or don't drink a lot of it. Drink from, you know, bottled water. And because a lot of other foreigners are not used to it yet, and they get constipated. So I don't think that's the reason people get constipated when they come here. But after a little bit, I mean, that's purely soul drinking water. That's what we used to drink, the blue water. And I've been perfectly fine. And it's meant for drinking. It's distilled water. We use that for cooking. Even when you first get here, you're going to use that for cooking. If you get the 6 to 10 milliliter bottles of bottled water, which is cheaper than buying the little half-liter bottles that you can stick in your freaking pocket. It's a lot cheaper to buy the big ones, the 10 liters, but you're going to be paying about 140 pesos versus 30 pesos. So if you're on a tight budget, stick with the blue water. Most people, when they first get here, they say they get a little constipated. They're not really constipated. They're just, you know, not regular. There's one, you're in a new time schedule. 2, you're dehydrating. So you gotta stay hydrated. Drink water. You're nervous. You're in a new place. You don't know nobody. You don't know what's going on. You don't know your way around. So there is a degree of nerves, and that plays into it. Just relax. Relax and, you know, give it a few weeks. After a month, you're gonna be fine. Back in the States, life was not enjoyable. Yeah, we got good services on certain things, but you're paying for it. They're paying out the ass. You can get a lot of the same services here for a fraction of the cost. So you got like income of $1,500, you absolutely can make it out here. Absolutely. Unless you think you're gonna live like a life of a princess or a prince. No. But you'll live good. You'll live good. I know a lot of people that are on a 1,300 to 1,500 budget. That counts their rent, their food. Food is pretty cheap too. Depends on where you're gonna buy it too. If you're gonna be ordering food all the time, yeah, you're gonna go through some money. What I do is I go to the supermarket and I buy chicken. Chicken is cheap here. You can I get the fillets, the chicken breast fillets. It's boneless. I get about 3 kilos. That comes out to about $17. That'll feed 2 people for over a week. Over a week, 1 to 2 weeks. And a kilo is 2.2 pounds. So that's almost 7 pounds of chicken for $17. Rice. And you can get 5 kilos. 5 kilos. That's about 10, 11, almost 12 pounds of rice. That'll last you almost a month. For depends on the quality of the rice. It can cost you anywhere from 250 pesos to 300 pesos. $5 to $6. So, and everybody here, no matter what they eat, they gotta have that rice. Steak, beef, those are a little bit more expensive. You're looking at about $10 a kilo. So that's a little bit more expensive. Pork is cheap. Like chicken, it's very cheap. Seafood is also cheap. You can get a lot of fish, tuna, pretty damn cheap. What else? Alcohol, dirt cheap. I mean, for like less than $1, you can get a big 50 milliliter bottle of beer. $5, you can get a big bottle of booze. Can't beat that. They also have expensive liquor too. Anything import from US. I mean, very rare you're gonna find Budweiser, but it can be found here. Heineken is a little bit more seen here than Budweiser. Same thing with Corona. There are 2 main beers that are local. Is Red Horse and San Miguel. San Miguel to me is the better beer, but the more popular one is Red Horse. The locals love their Red Horse. And you can get a big bottle of that. It's like a 40 ounce. You can get for like less than $3. Less than $3 for a 40 ounce of it. And that's what they like to do. They also love putting ice in their beer. I find that very strange. Where I'm from, you don't put ice in beer. That's diluting the beer. But here, they won't drink it unless you dilute the beer. They want the ice. They want it cold. Even if you take it out of the freezer and it's already freezing cold, they still want the ice. So cost of living, electricity is pretty high. In my bedroom, I have the air conditioner running 24/7. I do not turn that thing off. So it's like if I ever need to cool off, I go into the bedroom. The living room. I wake up in the morning. I wake up pretty early. Sometimes as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. But by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm awake. Turn on the air conditioner downstairs and the ceiling fan. I let those run till about noontime, 1 p.m. before it gets shut off. So about a half a day I run that. And my electric comes out to about 6,000 pesos for the month. The guest bedroom, the only time it's like one of our sisters spending the night or something, that air conditioner gets run. Every time you take a shower or cook, you're using electricity. Obviously, all your lights, Christmas season, Christmas lights, Christmas tree, using a little bit more, but yeah, shouldn't be too big of a deal. So 6,000 pesos, that's over $100, close to $120. But that's our biggest bill right there. Food, I only mentioned chicken and rice, but you need more than chicken and rice. You're going to want potatoes, eggplants, eggs. Eggs can be fairly cheap too. You're looking at about 8 to 10 pesos per egg. That's about 15 cents. 15 cents roughly, give or take. So a whole tray of eggs. And about 20 eggs, I think it is. 20 or 30. You're going to pay about $6 at the most. You're just going to get a dozen eggs. Yeah, you're going to pay $1 or $2. I didn't work out the exact math. So 8 to 10 pesos. You can do the math. Let's see. So food. And you go out to eat at least once a week, or order out at least once a week. You buy food for the house. You buy chicken, you buy rice, you buy pork. Whether you get seafood or not, you get mixed vegetables and fruits and vegetables. You're going to spend, I want to say, for the month, maybe $100 for a month worth of food. $100 easy. That's for 2 people. For 1 person, hell, you can go out and eat. Depends on how picky you are. If you want to go out, you can go out and get like they have this thing at a lot of places, buy one take one. So you buy one, you get a second one like free. So you can buy hamburgers, already cooked, like McDonald's type hamburger. You go to these places, you get a hamburger, and you're only paying 50 cents, and you got 2 burgers. So depends on the quality of your food that you want. You want to live on ramen noodles. It's dirt cheap. It'll be what per ramen noodle packet? About, depending on what one you get, anywhere from 10 to 15 pesos. Add that with an egg. Now you're looking at about 30 pesos, 20 to 30 pesos. For 50 cents, that's a meal. You have a meal for 50 cents. So it's like, you do the math. Can you survive out here on your pension It is cheap. But if you're going to sit there and take taxis everywhere, your money's going to go quick. One, I don't trust these cabbies, especially when you don't know your way around. They'll take you on the long route. They have this thing called Grab. It's an app for your phone. You can use that to order food. You can order a bike to pick you up or a taxi to pick you up. It's kind of like an Uber. Like Uber and Uber Eats all roll in one. And then there's another app called Maxim. It's for scooters. Somebody on a scooter will deliver food to you or pick you up, bring you to wherever you want. That's dirt cheap. For like 100 pesos, I can go from one side of this island to the other side of this island. Dirt cheap. So when you fly here, I've said this in another video, and I'm going to reiterate. Before you come here, do not take more than $100 and turn it into Filipino pesos at your bank before you even come here. Not more than $100, because you won't need more than $100 for wherever you're going. That $100, which is going to be between 5,000 and 6,000 pesos. That's going to take care of your cab, and that's going to take care of your first night at the hotel easily. That's not even going to take up half that money, because you can find a hotel out here, a fairly decent one, especially coming down to the Cebu area. Go to Horizon 101. It's fairly nice, and that's going to get you for a room about 1,500 pesos. If you take a cab from the airport there, these cabbies are going to take you for a ride. They don't want to run their meter, and they're going to charge you extra, and they're going to say it's cheap, giving you a discount. They're bullshitting you. Before you get here, or as soon as you land, install the Grab app. Your best bet. Or install it before you even get here. If you don't know anybody, that's the way to do it. Get the Grab app. The other thing is when it comes down to the money, do not exchange it at the airport, your currency into the Filipino currency. You're going to get ripped off. The exchange rate is trash. Once you leave the airport, any place you go, there's money exchanges everywhere. You're going to get a good rate. Do it that way. You get off the plane, you get in the cab, get to your hotel, drop off your bags, go to an exchange your money. Simple. Now, the biggest thing is how to access your money. That's a big thing. I'll make a more in-depth video about that at another time, but just for basic knowledge, don't be plugging your ATM card into the ATMs over here, because what you're going to do is you're going to be paying crazy fees. You can only withdraw a maximum of 20,000 pesos. That's almost $400, 350 something, depending on the exchange rate, at a time. So each time you withdraw the 20,000, the ATM is going to charge you 250 pesos. That's $5. Then, on top of that, your bank is going to charge you an exchange rate. That's another $5. $5.25 to be exact. That's what they've been doing to me when I first started doing it. I no longer do that. So, what you need to do is what I recommend doing is getting an app called World Remitly. There's also Remitly. There's two of them. Get both of them. They sound like they belong together, but they're really separate apps. So say 58 pesos to the dollar. Remitly, the regular Remitly, they will give you on your very first transaction, they'll give you a better exchange rate because they want you to use their app. So you do this in a large sum, however much money you want to bring, and they'll give you 59. 59 is better than 58, obviously, so you're going to get more money, more bang for your buck. And they don't charge you anything. So if you're doing a large sum of money, use for the first time, Remitly. After that, start using World Remitly. It's pretty easy because World Remitly, you can transfer to Gcash. Gcash is a phone app that they use here to transfer money. A lot of places use it. It's getting more common. So there's a lot of places, stores, little stores and individuals that you can give them cash, they'll put it in your Gcash, or you can give them Gcash and they'll give you cash. They're little exchanges. So you can send it to their Gcash, see if they have enough money to cover you. Yeah, they do. Okay, you send them the money, you get your cash. The authorized vendors. You can also send yourself money on that app through Western Union, cash pickups. Pretty good deal. Once you've been here 90 days, you get your ACR card, open up a bank, or have your own Gcash, and then you just cash it out yourself instead of sending it directly to some stranger. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, families, and enemies. And if you like the direction this channel is going and you want to support it, give me a thumbs up. Main description, I have a buy me a coffee. Feel free to buy me a coffee. It'd be much appreciated. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays to everybody. Have a good day and a good night.